So, how was your day? So today we have ourselves some pasta. I teased this in the previous episode. Here we go. Is that going to be the YouTube thumbnail? There's steam coming off of it. I don't know if that relays into the video, but there is. You just have to believe me. So let's have a bite. Let's get right into it. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. So good. I had a shower just before starting supper. I thought I'd shower for our date. Who's he talking to? And I also cut my hair. I don't like cutting my hair in the winter because it's cold. And, you know, even though I'm quite balding, what little hair I do have up there, it helps to keep the warmth in. Though I do wear my hat. I was going to wear my hat actually for this video, but I thought, you know, I'm talking about having a shower. Maybe I should, and I shave my head. So why don't I show off the dome? How about that, right? It was looking so bad though because it was growing quite a bit. I hadn't cut it in a little while, you know, because of the weather. But I thought, you know, today's the day. Let's cut it. All right, so let's have bite number 2. Once again, I forgot my Kleenex box over there. So hopefully I don't have to wipe my mouth. But, okay, so so what this pasta right here, this is orecchiette. So I have a bag right here. Orecchiette. So let's try and get a good close-up. So apparently orecchiette is Italian, and you can tell by the flag right there, Italy flag. Apparently that translates to tiny ears. Ears. I guess because they're supposedly they look like ears, like little ears. They sort of do. I should have realized too, because you know the French word for ears is oreille. How'd you like my French pronunciation there with the rolling of the R's? That is a Canadian public school system. At least from when was I in school? It was the 90s at the very least. Even the 80s I was in school back then. But yeah, this is my favorite pasta. Let's have another bite. Oh my God, this just tastes so good. This is my favorite pasta. Specifically, I discovered these, well, I didn't really discover them. Someone showed them to me. So I eat pasta all the time. I love pasta. I eat this 7 days in a row. I've been eating pasta all the time since I was a kid. You know, that was one of our main meals back when I was growing up. And, you know, all the kids we played. So my parents had 4 kids. And so pasta is a nice cheap meal. And it's also, you know, filling. We were all into sports and stuff too. So you got a carbo load for the sports. And I just never lost the taste for pasta. It's a cheap meal. So, you know, you don't get ridiculously expensive sauce, which is kind of crazy. Sauces have just become ridiculous. But, so I still have pasta all the time. It's kind of funny. I was talking to my sister probably a few years ago, one of my sisters. You know, we used to have pasta all the time back when we were kids, and she was saying she hates pasta now because we had it so much when we were growing up. And I was like, I eat pasta all the time still. I love it. Well, it's kind of funny though. But this pasta specifically, I used to have, my go-to meal for several years was I would get penne. And then what I would do, I would eat it in this bowl. But what I would do, I would cut it up because the pennes were too long. They were like a couple inches long, right? And the perfect sort of size was I would cut it into 3 pieces, 1 penne noodle into 3. And that was the perfect size. It made a difference in the taste, and it made me feel even better when I would eat it. So that's what I used to do. And then I discovered these. So I mentioned, and I think I haven't eaten this on video before, but I've shown a picture of this. What was the video called? Why I'm Not a Streamer, I think that's what it was called. We were waiting for the speed test to load on the computer, and I showed a picture of this because I think that's when I started having this pasta. So yeah, my dad and stepmom, they would use this pasta in dog food because they would make their own dog food. And I was like, and I saw one day, I was like, hey, what's that? That pasta looks so good. And then that's how I discovered the pasta, because it was in dog food. It's normal pasta, but it's the perfect size. That's why I love it, because of the size and its perfect shape as well. I think I talked about in the Well, I'm Not a Streamer video where I said, what did I say? I said, it reminds me of cornflakes, like cornflake pasta. It sort of reminds me of that. Not because of the taste, I guess because of the shape. But yeah, this is my favorite pasta. It tastes so good. Once again, we have dessert as well, of course. And my milk, 1% milk. So now for the sauce is just like a pre-made sauce that I get in a jar at the grocery store. It's this one right here, Stefano Fita. So this guy has his own line of sauces, I guess. He was. He's a French-Canadian Italian guy, and he has his own, or at least he used to have his own TV show on like the French TV channels, the French TV channel that I get. And so that's where I know him from. And so finding the right sauce is really tricky, because to be honest, I think most of the sauces I've tried are just, I can't eat them. Because I eat this 7 days in a row and just, they're not good. And I always get like sauces below a certain price point, because if you start getting the sauces that are like $10 or more for a jar, it sort of defeats the purpose of having a cheap pasta meal, because it's not cheap anymore. However, this sauce, when I discovered the sauce, it was so good, so perfect. And it's pretty cheap too. I think it's like $6.99 or $7.99 for a jar, which is really, really good. That guy also has a line of pizza sauces, which were just incredible. When I used to have pizza every night, I would use that sauce, and it had Romano cheese inside as well. Tasted so good though. All right, so I do have a text file on the screen over there. Let's see if I think I've talked about most of the stuff so far. So let's just keep eating. Oh man, it just tastes so good. Oh, and also in the sauce, I cut up a chicken thigh. So in that other meal I had, pardon me, in the other meal I had for last week's episode, I had a chicken thigh with fried potatoes and mixed vegetables. And I do the exact same thing that I did with that chicken with this, but I just put it in the sauce. And it tastes really, really good. I think I used to put, I don't know what I used to put in. I just had that idea because I used to have, I have chicken for my other meal. And then I thought, hey, let's try chicken in the sauce. That would be pretty good. You can also get some protein in there. And it tastes amazeballs. Amazeballs. Yeah, so it's definitely not too hot now. I can just pound this now. So I mentioned I was quite sick in the previous episode, and I'm not as bad as I was now, but it's still lingering, which is kind of strange. So my sore throat is gone, pretty much. And what else? However, I still have a real problem with the ridiculous amounts of mucus in my nose and my throat, and like phlegm and stuff. So I don't know what's going on with that. It gets pretty crazy when I'm walking on my walks, because it's wintertime now, and I just have to like continually. I have a video that talks about that, actually. I don't know which one to use, but I have to empty out my nostrils constantly on the walk. It's ridiculous. Hopefully you're not eating at the same time as I'm talking about this. I think last episode I also talked about that infection on my butt, which is still there, by the way, but it's starting to clear up, thankfully. Thankfully, it didn't get as bad as it was a few months ago, because that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Ruined a couple pairs of underwear. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to because it's really gross. All right. We're getting there. We're still not done, though. Speaking about, walking, and I think I talked about walking, when I go on my daily walks. Today was quite cold. Oh, I forgot my phone too. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get my phone, and I'll also get my Kleenex box. I'm just walking over to my Kleenex box. Can you see me? I'm over here now. I'm doing commentary on my walking. Okay, I'm going to have to blow my nose. I'll do it off camera. How about that? Yeah, so it's not as gross. Oh yeah, that felt good. I should be good for the remainder of the video now, if anyone's even watching. Okay. Oh yeah, the phone. There's a reason why I got the phone. I wanted to show you the temperature. All right, so let's go to the Weather Network. Yeah, so right now it is minus 12. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can, right? That is Celsius. I think I can change it, but I don't know how. How do I change it to Fahrenheit? I don't know how. But I did check earlier today. The daytime high today was only minus 9, so. And I did check Fahrenheit-wise, and I think that's 18 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty chilly. And then tonight it's going down to 10 degrees, I believe, Fahrenheit, or 9 degrees. I forget what that is in Celsius, but it was quite cold. However, I still go on my walks, my daily walks. I walk every day, though there are times when I don't walk. I was trying to think about this. When are the times that I don't walk? It's gonna be a long video. It's already 14 minutes. What am I even talking about? Still have to eat the cookies too. Yeah, I'll walk in the cold, any cold weather, because it doesn't matter how cold it gets. You can just put more layers on. However, if it gets too hot, then I remember I took a few days off this summer, I believe, because it was just too hot. So I only walked in the morning. And then I think I also took like a week or 2 weeks off from my 2 walks, and I only walked once a day because I had a really bad flare-up on my knee, my hips. And then there are also a couple weather days like rain. So if the rain is beyond a certain threshold, then I won't walk because it's, you just get too wet. But I will walk in the rain, just not if it's too heavy. There's a lot of pasta here. Gotta speed it up. Yeah, I did. I remember looking for like smaller penne noodles, like mini penne. I remember looking online for those, and they did have them, but online at least. But I didn't know how to buy them. At least I didn't want to buy them on whatever website I was on. I'd rather just get them at the grocery store, but they don't have them. And there's no need because we have ourselves some orecchiette. Oh, I love this dish so much. Super easy, super basic. Yeah, it's easy to make too, super easy to make. It's a little more complicated when you have the chicken. If you don't have the chicken, it's so easy to make. You just boil the water. I have a seed stuck in my tooth, but it's gone now. Yeah, you just boil the water and you just put the sauce in a pan, and that's it. So those days are really, really nice. Okay, let's have some dessert. So obviously these cookies, you've seen these cookies a million times. So let's have them. I made these on Friday. I'm still planning on having one of those. I'm having a video where I just eat the cookies. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but it'll happen eventually. Oh yeah, that is good. Yeah, so I think over the last 2 days I've been listening to one of the songs I made. So I released a video recently. What was it called? What the heck was that video called? Showing my girlfriend my music. And what I have, yeah, so one of the songs is these, I think it was Cries from a Defective Mind. I released that last year in March. And so, that is a totally improvised song, very free form, very noisy. And what else? Yeah, the drumming wise, it's crazy. I play like as fast as I can for 30 minutes. And it's just very intense song. And so I made 3 of those actually, one in January, one in February, one in March. And so when I was making my video, I hadn't listened to these songs in several months. I have put sort of clips in some of my videos before, but like I've listened to the songs a lot all the time, but it's been several months since I've listened to them. And so I was listening to that one song to try and pick out a part of the song to add to my video. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is so good. I forgot how good this was. And I'm very modest. I'm a very modest person, as you can see. And so after my video, I'm like, I have to start listening to these songs again. I forgot how good these are. And I'm my #1 fan. And so the last 2 days, I've been listening to not Cries from a Defective Mind. I was listening to Cohesive Deterioration. That's the one I released in February. And it's probably the noisiest one of all of those three. And oh man, it's just like insane. I am so proud of those songs. Just ridiculously proud. Like, I don't want to say they're my favorite songs of mine, like I'm the most proud of them, because there's literally no writing. It's all improvised. But drumming wise, it's definitely my proudest moment, because those drums are just ridiculous, and I'm so proud of my drumming on those. It's like a combination of over 20 years of drumming. It's the style of drumming is just it's my favorite drumming. It's my favorite style to play and also to listen to. So I love those songs so much. I guess I wanted to add that to the video because I'm such a modest guy. So, I was listening to Cohesive Deterioration all day today, pretty much. A lot. One down. These are amazing cookies, by the way. Once again, I'm very modest. Oh, I made a video recently, 100% natural, I think, where I took 2 of these cookies out into the snow. There was a snowstorm. And I made an ice cream sandwich out of 2 cookies and then some snow as the ice cream. And so I took a bite in the video, and then I stopped recording because I just needed the bite. But then I finished the entire thing, and I kept the snow inside. It tasted so good. I don't know why it tasted so good. It literally made it, like, it added a flavor to it. I left the snow in there and I just ate it like an ice cream sandwich. It was really good. I never tried that before. I just had that idea. We're at 22:39 now. This has to be under 25. Sorry the video is so long. I have to blow my nose again. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to tough it out. Yeah, also, I haven't played drums in like almost 2 years now. So it was nice to reminisce, because I still remember recording those songs. And so it's nice to reminisce about what I was able to do. So I feel really good about those songs and about my performance. And I'm glad I made those songs because I have a record of them now. So very good. Yeah, it's been like 2 years since I played drums and guitar. Pretty ridiculous. One bite left. Okay. There you have it. Another meal eaten on video. This really is the video series of the century, isn't it? Or of the year. Not century, come on, that's a little much, but of the year for sure. Yeah, I'm just joking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back next week. And so what is next week? Next week, I believe, is the 21st. So I'm gonna have my regular meal, my chicken meal. Who knows, maybe I'll do the cookie video, probably not, but anyway, we'll figure that out later. So I'll see you next time.